Because the owner loves to overload the crankshaft, it broke into halves. He asked what to do and asked the maintenance technician to replace it. This art truck had an abnormal engine noise and insufficient power. The owner, with rich maintenance experience, directly called the maintenance technician to check it. For this abnormal noise inside the engine, the master first had to remove the oil pan at the bottom and carefully observe the inside. After removing the oil pan, the experienced master quickly found the problem, that is, the crankshaft broke into halves. In this case, the best maintenance method is to overhaul it direct. However, the owner was in a hurry to deliver the truck. He hoped that the maintenance technician would repair the truck directly on the spot. In this case, the masters could only dismantle it as soon as possible. Since the work of replacing the crankshaft is relatively large, they only need to dismantle the gearbox, the internal pressure plate, the flywheel, and the clutch plate. They also need to dismantle the formal gear housing in front, including all the accessories that are in the way, such as the water tank pipe, the cooling fan, the crankshaft pulley, and the formal side cover. Although this maintenance team does not have high-end tools to assist, but the speed of the masters turning the wrench is not slow at all. The gears on the crankshaft need to be removed. In this process, the experienced masters, with the help of special tools, quickly disassembled several major gears. The masters on the crankshaft have quickly disassembled the piston connecting rod and the crankshaft fixing bearing. After successfully removing the formal side cover in front, they need to use the jack to lift the engine high. When there is enough clearance, the side cover can be removed. Then the master only needs to remove the remaining crankshaft fixing bearing. The broken crankshaft can be disassembled from the engine. After taking the broken crankshaft out from the bottom of the car, it can be seen that the fracture of the crankshaft is still quite serious. In order to allow the owner to drive and deliver the car earlier, the maintenance masters directly purchased a second-hand crankshaft. There are brand new crankshaft large bearings and push plates. Before installing the crankshaft, just install the brand new bearings on the engine and apply lubricating oil on the crankshaft to reduce the wear of the startup. Then install the crankshaft large bearing cover to the appropriate position. In order to speed up the maintenance progress, the master on the side, after installing the formal side cover on the engine, the formal gear installation mark can be fixed. When the engine is lowered, the remaining accessories can be installed. The master in the lower part is installing the engine clutch. The masters in the lower part are applying sealant on the bottom box. All leakage occurs at the joint. In order to test whether the oil pump is running properly, the masters use oil for testing. After observing that the oil output of the oil pump is not deviated, the oil pump can be installed in place. Then the bottom box is installed. After the master's extremely white-faced operation, the gearbox has been installed in the right position quickly. Like the formal gear cover and crankshaft pulley in front, they are also installing them quickly. After 3 hours of repair, the engine with a broken crankshaft, the equipment is complete. Just add the 82-year-old mountain spring water and then add the oil to the appropriate engraved line. Then you can start the engine for testing. You can see that there is no problem with the operation of the engine. Then the owner can go on the road to deliver the goods with peace of mind. What do you think of the master's repair methods? If there are 10 points, how many points are you willing to give?